Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Sweet like vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. She's my vanilla, vanilla, vanilla.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. So I'm back again with a hair tutorial this time. Unfortunately, I can't make makeup tutorials for a bit because I burned my skin, my face, like under my eyes, my cheeks, and some other areas. Like I did some exfoliating thing and I put it on too long and then it burnt my face, so my skin is literally peeling off. It's just the primer I use that is helping my life today, and I'm just looking flick, but you know it's not like that. So I'm not comfortable enough to be in front of the camera. If you guys have any type of videos you want me to do, like apart from makeup tutorials in the meantime, then just let me know. But if not, I don't think I have any ideas right now, so you guys just let me know if whatever video you want that is not makeup related, so I can do that. And this is a wig tutorial and it's just on this hair. It's by Hergivenhair. I'm going to leave all the links down below, and you guys, they're doing a $4,000 giveaway on their Instagram, so you're going to be able to, like, so many people could win like bundles from that. So make sure you follow them, make sure you enter the giveaway so you can get some bundles. Even if you don't need it, you can get for a loved one, your mother, your sister, whoever, your brother, if he's into that, you know. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this wig from scratch. It's beginner friendly. I'm also going to be showing you guys how I got this color right here. You guys know that I'm a curly girl, like I live for curly hair, and I just wanted a different thing because I'm always doing black. So I wanted to like just switch it up a little, not too different, but like just something I'll still be comfortable with. So anyway, I think I'm talking too much. Let's just get right into this tutorial. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also don't forget to follow me on social media, my Instagram, my Snapchat, you know, all of that good stuff coming to you from here. I'm so sorry about that long intro, you guys. I just needed to explain myself well. I'm just going to be showing you guys what you need. You need a mannequin head, you need some elastic tape, scissors, pins, needle and thread, your dome cap, and of course the hair, and also some hair bands, and all of this will come in handy as we go on. And this is just the specification of the hair I got. This is what the closure looks like. I got the curly texture. Remember, I've used the coily texture before, and I'm going to link it down below if you've not seen that video. So of course we start by placing the dome cap on the mannequin head, and I like to put the two lines in front. Right now I'm just trying to place the closure in just so it sits in place, and I'm using the pins to hold it down. This makes it so much more easier to sew down rather than it just moving up and down. You know it's already in place. All you have to do is just stitch it to the cap.
She's my vanilla, vanilla, vanilla.
So for this project, I'm going to be using this curved needle. I don't know why I said project like it's some schoolwork. Anyway, I'm going to be using that curved needle. It's the easiest to use, and the thread is a thick sewing thread, so it's going to stay in place and I don't have to double it. I just tied the knot, and right now I'm just stitching the edge of the closure onto the edge of the cap just so it stays nice and flat. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the hair into a band just so it's not in the way while we're sewing. And the sewing technique I'm using here is the back stitch method, where you put the needle in front and then you have to go back and then redo it, just the whole thing. That's how, I don't know how to explain it, but there's tutorials on that. Like, sewing is not my major, okay? So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sew around the perimeter of this closure.
Let me show you something good, something vanilla, vanilla, sweet like vanilla, 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 vanilla.
On getting to the end, I'm going to go ahead and finish it, and then I'm going to go right back and do it all over again just for some extra security, because the closure is like what makes the wig, so I just need it to be really secure. That's why I did it twice, but you don't have to. It's just me being careful. And for the end, I'm just going to do a French knot and then cut off the excess with a scissor, and that's it for the closure part.
Inside my agbada,
So after taking off the pins from the closure, we're going to go ahead to work on the weft part of the wig, and I'm starting with the longest bundle, which is the 14-inch bundle, and these bundles are really thick and we're going to place it there. I wanted to tell you guys something. Make sure not to sew on the elastic band of the dome cap, because when you sew there, it's not going to stretch anymore. I'm just using the pins again just to pin the hair weft to where I want to sew, and that way it makes it very easy for me to just go ahead and sew rather than always worrying about the weft falling off and whatnot. This is so much easier. Now to begin the bundle, I like to put the needle through the weft, and I like to do this to start just so it stays flat. I do this at the start of a new bundle or at a turnover, and after that's done, I'm going to go ahead and do a French knot. And this is just the pattern where basically you just wrap the thread around the needle just to make a knot, and this is more secure than other stitches, especially for weft or something you can't easily be going through all the time. So you just go around it, and that's how I'm going to keep doing that. So just watch and just learn. Thanks.
Vanilla, 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 vanilla. She's my vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Vanessa.
Another tip is to put a finger in between the thread just so it doesn't tangle, and also not to make your thread too long, because if it's too long you're just going to stress yourself more, because you're going to waste time threading more needles rather than just sewing. So now we're at the end, and after I've gone past the pin we put, I'm going to take it off and then start turn over. I'm not going to be cutting off the wefts, because the more wefts you cut, the more shedding you're going to get. So at the end, we're just going to flip it over and then do the through method again. And the reason I'm doing that method is because I need it to stay flat. Usually when you do the turnover, it just leaves a small bump there, and if it gathers, it's going to be big in the end. So I'm going to put the needle through the weft again, and then through the cap, and then continue to sew it, and just the same whole pattern we did in the beginning, where we pin the hair down and then sew through it with the French knot and then flip it over again.
Vanilla, vanilla. She's my vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. Vanessa, Vanessa.
So I'm going to keep repeating the technique over and over again until we're done with the bundle, and each time you flip it over, you keep going higher. Just keep in mind that you're going into the shape of the closure, so just try to form a U gradually. So as you flip, you go higher, as you flip, you go higher, and just like that. I hope you understand me, guys.
Inside my agbada.
So we're finally getting to the end of the first bundle. As you can see, it's already taking almost half of the dome cap, because these bundles are really full. I really wasn't expecting it. As you can see, that's just one bundle, just one single bundle. Like, I mean it, yes, one bundle. Anyway, I'm going to start with the second bundle. As usual, I'm going to be putting it through the weft of the bundle in the beginning, and then pinning it down again, and then doing the French knot and the flip over method. I'm going to keep repeating the step until I'm done with the second bundle.
Vanilla, she's my vanilla.
That's another tip. The spacing you leave between the flip over and the next weft really depends on the amount of hair you have. If you have like really thin bundles, then you should just, your spaces will be bigger. If your bundles are full, then your spaces will be smaller. And now we're done with the second one. As you can see, it's already looking pretty full just on the second bundle, and now we're going to head for the third bundle, and we're doing the same exact thing, but this time we're going to be neater and just more careful, because you know it's the front and everything matters, because that's what's going to show. And instead of the flip over during the end, I'm going to be cutting off the wefts, because I need the front to be extra flat. And when I get to the closure part, I'm going to be stitching the wefts with the closure and the cap. So we're going to go through the weft and through the closure and through the cap. That way it stays flat and it stays even, and then we're going to cut off the excess, and that's it for the wig. The main thing, actually, taking the wig off the mannequin head, and I'm just shaking it off the residue that was gotten during sewing. As you can see, the closure has like that part of the don't cap, which is not needed. Some people leave it, but it's just excess bulk. So I'm gonna cut it off just in the same pattern, the U pattern of the closure. And also I'm going to be burning it off. I know it sounds really weird, but sometimes it could just come loose, so I'm trying to avoid that because I really want the wig to last. Yeah, I'm just burning the edges. And now for the elastic tape, as you can see, it's also coming loose at the end, and this is what usually happens. Again, I burn it, so please be careful if you're going to do this method. I just like to do it just to be safe. Better safe than sorry, innit? This is how I'm going to be sewing it down in a C shape, and that's going to hold your head down when you put on the wig. So I'm just going to be using the same stitch pattern we used when we first started the closure, and that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm doing this behind the wig, so don't do it like on top of the wig. This is just beneath it. When that's done, I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace from the closure because you don't need it. Nobody needs it. So I'm just using a pair of scissors to just cut it off. And that's it for this wig, the making of the wig. Now let's head on to the coloring part. So for this process, I'm going to be using the rapid blue dye, and I'm also going to be using the 30% peroxide just to activate it. I'm just using my discretion. I don't have any measurements for this. I just like it to be a very nice paste. I used the blue because I didn't want the color to appear too bright. I don't know how to explain, too blonde. And now I'm just putting on some gloves and then patting onto the paste that we just made, and I'm going to be rubbing through the hair just lightly, not uniformly and not perfect in any way. That's the whole idea. You need it to be rough because you need a pattern to somehow appear. I'm randomly going light-handed in some areas, and I'm also going heavy-handed in some areas. I'm just mixing it up, nothing perfect, nothing too serious, just playing with it. It's just like deep conditioning your hair. If you're a naturalista, you know how it goes. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to avoid the roots of the hair because I still wanted it to the natural color, but unfortunately I got some bleach on it, so I sprayed some water on that just to cancel it out. And also I did the same for places that had already started bleaching too much. That's the tip. If your hair is bleaching too much and you're not ready to wash all of it, just put some water on some of it and then you're good to go most times. Okay, I let it sit for 15 minutes and then I washed it out with shampoo and conditioner. I conditioned it for about 4 hours, and this is what it looked like. As you can see, the closure bleached faster than the rest of the hair, but I really don't mind because it just created another pattern for me that I wasn't even planning. So yeah, this was how it turned out after it was dried the next day. And after I washed it initially when it was still wet, all I did was put some Cantu leave-in conditioner and also a little, very tiny bit of almond oil. This morning, all I did was spray it with some water and conditioner. It's just a mixture. I did it myself. I just put it in this spray bottle and then I just spray around the hair just to get the bounce back, because you know I like my hair full just like my boobs. My mother will not be proud. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Visit Hergivenhair, their Instagram, and don't forget to enter the giveaway so you guys could win some bundles for yourself and get to making the wig. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Aisha, Aisha, Aisha.